Nathaniel Bodencroft.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Interesting spelling.
What's that?
Of Nathaniel.
Yell. You don't see that all the time.
No,
that's how you set yourself apart. Mm-hmm. This week we'll be live downtown on Friday, by the way, for the NBA crossover sessions that are going on all weekend long, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, down at Public Auditorium. But we'll be live doing the show on Friday afternoon. That show will include a live Poundcake sports break. He will have 2 extra days to rehearse. And a live Bill Squire Friday Get Down. Or I should say, an on-location Friday Get Down. I'm very excited for both of those. To be
echoing through the
halls of Public Auditorium. Has there ever been an event that has...
As anticipated as us doing
as anticipated as that? And you could say, well, Alan, there's all kinds of things going on for All-Star Weekend that far surpass anything you could come up with, to which I would respond, well, of course. But is Lil Wayne going to be doing a Friday Get Down? No. Is 50 Cent going to be doing a live sports break? No. I mean, well, I shouldn't say.
We don't know for sure.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know what they're doing.
They're not doing it on our show.
They're not doing it on our show. Although, let me say, open invitation to Fitty or Wayne or Nelly or anybody else who wants to come by.
I've never even been to Public Auditorium, so I'm excited to go there.
There you go.
I want to see I know it's an old building, but I'm curious to see the inside.
Well, sure. You've never gone for any other kind of event down there.
I dropped my friend off because she was auditioning for The Voice, and that's where The Voice auditions for. But
right.
They weren't letting people who weren't auditioning to go inside, and so I stayed in my car.
And I assume that we'll be in the main auditorium. Because there's a music hall.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because that's where everything would happen, right?
We'll see. They might just put us in a weird side room. Stranger things have happened.
Right.
Do you got any access to any of the after parties?
No.
There's like a Lil Wayne after party, a young Jeezy after party. Meek Mill's having an after party.
Who's Jeezy again?
His name is just Jeezy.
Oh, Jeezy. Okay, these guys all call themselves Wheezy, Yeezy, Jeezy.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
There's Young Jock, and I was confusing him with Young Jock. But
okay.
No, there's Jeezy. Yeah, there's so many after parties. And I'm like, there's only so many venues in our little old Cleveland.
Yeah, but some of them are going to be very small parties and like very exclusive.
Where you have to sign a non-DA and non-disclosure.
A non-DA, yes. You have to sign a non-DA.
Non-DA.
Alan, 50 Cent declared bankruptcy in 2015.
That doesn't mean he's broke.
I was going to say, that's what you do when you just want to stiff your creditors. Doesn't mean you don't have money.
On cribs, he had like the biggest crib in the history of cribs, and it was in Connecticut. It was just massive, and he sold that for like $10 million. I'm like, that's all you need is $10 million, and you could have like the biggest crib in like the United States. It was massive. And he was like, I don't need this. He was like, it's got like 4 kitchens, an entire strip club in there. Like it was a big club. He was like, there's been people in my house I didn't even know was still there. they like, imagine that. You're just walking through your house like, oh, what's up, man? Like,
so he had he's estimated now at being worth $30 million, but it was at one point estimated to be worth $150 million by Forbes.
How did he go down to no way?
Bad investments. He sold that Connecticut house for under $3 million.
Yeah, because it was a money suck. Like, it was just...
Yeah, 50,000 square feet, 50-plus rooms.
50,000 square feet. Oh, my God. Who needs that type of room?
He sold it for 84% than what he initially... 84% less than what he initially wanted. So he took a huge bath on this house.
Because no one's going to use that.
I just don't know why you buy such a big house.
For exactly what he got it for.
Stunt,
yeah, he was stunting. And it worked. Because I was like, that.
But you could get a smaller house and still stunt. Because then when you want to sell it, nobody's going to pay.
No one's going to buy
They
that.
saw you coming when you went to buy this house. Whoever, he probably had it built, right? He didn't buy it
I don't
from
think
somebody.
so.
Really?
I think it was probably sitting there and he was like, this is perfect. It's in Connecticut. No one's going to come up here and shoot me. Like...
Yeah, it was on and off the market for 12 years. So he couldn't find anybody to take this thing off his house. off his
Hands.
Thank you. He bought the home from the ex-wife of Mike Tyson. So it was someone's home. He bought it for $4.1 million from Mike Tyson's ex-wife. But the home didn't appreciate, of course. He listed it for $18.5 million. So it sat, just languishing for a decade plus. He ends up unloading it for $2.9.
He just got sick of it. Imagine having that much money where you're just like, all right, screw it. I'll give it to you for $2 million. I want to get rid of it.
Well, yeah, he didn't think it was going to take 12 years. They're all dealing with the same kinds of people, right? You're just... These properties go back and forth with all crazy rich people. So he probably thought, there's no way this is going to sit on the market. It sat there for 12 years. Because all kinds of weird things can happen to your financial situation and other people's. That's why, why would you just have a giant, giant house like that? You got to pay people to clean it.
You got to pay people to do
everything
for it. It's such a project to maintain a
He spent $6 million renovating it.
And then tonight,
25 bedroom, 19 bathroom mansion. Think of all those toilets to
think of how stupid you feel staying in one of the rooms that doesn't have a bathroom. I got one of the crappy rooms. There's no toilet in here.
God.
I would make sure I pooped in every single toilet just to make sure I'm getting my money's worth.
That's how you get your money's worth.
That's how you get your money's worth, is to poop in every toilet.
Well, on top of everything else.
To befoul each one of your...
every room, because it's mine to...
Your fixtures.
Yep.
If you really want to get your money's worth, you take a poop in every sink. They're going to expect you to poop in the toilet, right? The flex is to do it in the sink.
Of your own sink? I don't know if that's the much...
Or you got a cleaning...
clean it out.
No, you got a crew. You got a cleaning crew.
Why did your cleaning crew quit? Why did your cleaning crew keep quitting? That's hard to say. I keep taking dumps in the sink.
No, you don't keep taking dumps. That's how you christen the house.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people, like when you move into a new apartment, new house, how do a lot of people christen it?
Having sex.
You have sex in it, right? You bang in every room, whatever. 50 Cent's a single guy. That's going to get bored he's going to get bored of that real quick. You know, I don't know what point on the curve he had Chelsea Handler in the mix, but you know, she seems like somebody that wants to go to bed at 9 o'clock, and you know.
I've got some rooms that need christening still. Now that I think about it,
your place isn't that big. Yeah. You haven't christened all your rooms?
No, because it's I have the extra bedroom that I use as a studio. Never had sex in there.
But you had a girl that was with over there all the time. Your ex was over all the time.
Yeah, but we never had sex in there.
Really?
I don't know. We just didn't.
Huh.
So this master bedroom at 50 Cent's place has an upstairs in the master bedroom.
A loft.
A spiral staircase, and it leads to the other layer.
I'll tell you what, a spiral staircase, it's supposed to be fancy, but man, I hate those things.
I
They're
had
very
one.
narrow.
They're so annoying.
When we lived in Ohio City, we had a house with a spiral staircase, and the dog couldn't get up it or down. She could get up it, couldn't get down. It took her a long time to navigate that thing, and it was just
you can't get
really
down
narrow.
it in a hurry.
No. And if you're in a hurry, you're spinning in the air.
Yeah.
You feel stupid.
You come down and you're
going
dizzy.
you're going in a circle just to get from one floor to the other.
This house, oh my God, I can't believe it.
So, yeah, I mean, he took a big loss on it, but it's not really going to cut into his bottom line.
Well, Poundcake, if you work as hard as 50 Cent, then maybe someday you'll be able to afford a house like that. And what is he most well known for before his music?
Vitamin water.
Getting shot.
Getting shot.
Getting shot.
That's right.
Get rich or die trying.
Alan, can you help us out?
No, I don't want to get shot for a house. No, I'm good.
All right. You're sure?
Positive.
I don't think you...
Didn't he get shot 9 times?
Yeah, I think so.
He said that he got...
No.
He took... What?
Oh.
Yeah, I thought he took 9 bullets.
No, that's okay.
Oh. You're sure?
Positive.
Yeah, 9 times. Close range.
You're on your way to a house, baby! You're
How
on your...
close?
Huh?
How close?
9 times.
So, yeah. 50 Cent. Listen, if you crash one of his parties or his party, you could ask him all these questions.
It's amazing. Got a huge conference room.
Excuse me, Mr. Cent? I had a couple of questions for you.
He's got a huge conference room.
The G Unit conference room.
It's G units on everything.
When I saw him at the radio station years ago, I tried to like be down, and I was like, I really like Gun It, and boy, that did not come off right. I look like I look really whack.
He has a grotto.
2 pools, 2 basketball courts, and the disco Club TKO.
This is why I don't get why
You have your own club.
If you have this kind of a situation, why are you ever going anywhere?
Yeah, why would you ever leave the house?
That's how he stays alive. That's how he's been alive so long. He doesn't leave and no one shoots at him.
You won't find me in the club.
My own club.
You find me in the living room, taking a dump in the sink.
You can get lost in this house. Like, you could literally just avoid a person. Like, this is a perfect divorce house. If you want...
But you need an intercom. I mean...
They all probably already have intercom
Everybody just
already.
texts anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, come down to the 19th bathroom. I need to talk to you.
Come find me. Hide and go seek will be the best in that house.
You're trying to use the conference room, but you didn't sign up for it in advance. You're like, God damn it.
Someone's in here.
It's my conference room. Well, you got a sign-up sheet. How it rules, there's chaos.
It was the largest house in Northeast United States. A full state-of-the-art nightclub with a casino room. That's what Mary puts that in.
This is
house.
Wayne Manor. This is
Of course
crazy.
I would. Are you kidding me?
2 billiards rooms, basketball court, recording studio. I like how a guy who's in the music industry, recording studio is like 19th on the list of things that are on it. I got a pool. I got a basketball court.
Because when he's trying to sell it, that's not a selling point for a lot of people. They don't need a recording studio. This is before the age of everyone's
I guess.
podcast.
Yeah, I guess, but that's still how you make your money. I mean, I would think you'd want to put a lot of money into that. I'm sure he did.
But that's not how you would advertise it.
And he can go to any studio and record. Like, he doesn't have to have it at home.
Outside, there's a pool, a grotto. What constitutes a grotto?
A cave into the rocks where there's more water and you can go in.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, I think we
believe
actually
that's what
talked
it is.
about that before.
We did?
Yeah.
We've discussed grottos?
Yeah.
Oh.
Little water cave.
Is the plural of grottos?
There's several grottos.
I don't know.
I mean, you always hear about the grotto at the Playboy Mansion, but I had never been to the Playboy Mansion, and I don't know that I've ever been in a grotto. Small caves near water, naturally occurring.
Well, these
What's the
can't be official grottos then because these are man-made.
Well, they can be man-made, but I mean, natural occurring ones are
better. More sought after.
And he had a pond house with a helipad. I bet that made the fish real happy. He's got nervous koi all the time because a friggin' helicopter's taking off.
His security will never leave.
Oh,
They're like, I have a house here too. We stay here.
a pond fully stocked with koi. Why always koi? Are they super low maintenance fish, or is that just a flex back in the day?
I think
Koi pond.
It's I don't know.
I thought koi were really sensitive fish. Like that water's got to be really specific for koi. Could be way off.
Oh, not like you have to get their pronouns right.
No. I mean, you might have to. I think it's probably err on the side of caution.
But
But
just think about the biggest house in Cleveland is like $2.5 million. You could get that house for $2.5 million. Like, why on earth would you stay here?
yeah, well, anyway, if you run into them, if you make it into one of these after parties,
I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll sign an NDA.
yeah.
I won't see nothing. that I'm not
They
supposed
tried to
see.
rent it out for a while. You remember this was on the market for 12 years. So they kept slashing the price, and then they even tried to rent it.
Airbnb.
$100,000 a month. Simply no way to know what that is a week. But,
Or a year.
or a year. There's no way to know.
I can't believe. I feel like that would be a great house to rent out. Like you could make it like a bed and breakfast or whatever.
Like a hotel.
Honestly.
I just like that of all the houses he could have purchased, he bought one in Farmington, Connecticut.
Told you, it's away from everything. No one
Well, there's a lot of places that are away from everything. That's why Bruce Willis and all these people have ruined these small towns in Idaho by moving up there, and and setting up little Hollywood in Coeur d'Alene or whatever. But doesn't your boy Dan Cummins live up there?
He lives in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, yeah.
Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. There you go.
He said that, oh my God, real estate there has like tripled in the last year or two.
Yeah, it's all rich people moving up there.
Well, yeah, that they made some kind of a list where it was like coziest places to live in 2018 or something like that. And then it just boomed after that. And there's, $4 or $5, $6 million houses that used to cost $300,000. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there was a story about how when Bruce Willis and Demi Moore bought a house in Haley, Idaho, and then they were going to spend all this money renovating the town, and they were going to have the Bruce Willis Theater and all this stuff. And so all these other like wealthy rich people started going up to this little town and building houses and doing things. And everybody in the town was like, this is cool, but when you guys get bored, you're going to leave and take all that, you're creating kind of a little economy here, and you're going to take it with you, which is precisely what happened. But it was like a big, ego flex or whatever to go up and do it. 50 Cent could have gone a whole lot of places. He went to Farmington, Connecticut to buy Mike Tyson's ex-wife's house. I like that. I bet she wasn't pooping in the sinks.
Yeah. What did she need that big old house for?
I didn't even remember that Mike Tyson was married. I always think of Robin Givens. I guess I forgot that he was married.
Love her.
Robin Givens?
Yep. Love her.
You love her?
Yeah, I love her.
What does she do currently? I remember her on a show called Head of the Class. We were talking about how Howard Hessman just died not long ago. He was Dr. Johnny Fever. He was in Spinal Tap and all this great stuff. But he was also in the show called Head of the Class, where he was a teacher and ragtag kids. And Robin Givens was on that show, along with a guy named Dan Schneider, who ended up being like a perv over at Nickelodeon. Yeah, he was in Better Off
But
Dead.
also one of their most successful producers.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he got outed as like a perv. Huh?
I said that's why he stayed so long.
Sure. What does Robin Givens do now?
So I know her from the Tyler Perry movies.
Oh.
I think it's Diary of a Mad Black Woman. She plays like the CEO of a company, and I think
was she the mad black woman?
No, she is someone that comes in, or I don't remember which one it was, but she plays like the CEO that actually earned her spot, and the other black woman who's sleeping with the boss. She's like, you know what? Giving up the ass will get you there, but it won't keep you. So Robin Givens was like the voice of reason. She's like, I've worked my ass off to be a strong, independent black woman, and I didn't bang the white man to get it. Okay, and I was like, you get her.
Wow, bang the white man.
Drag
I
her.
remember she was the hot chick in Boomerang.
Yes.
With Eddie Murphy, right? He like bails on Halle Berry for Robin Givens.
Which is ridiculous. Try to get them both.
I like the Google search. What did Robin Givens do to Mike Tyson? What did she do to him?
Such a victim culture.
You might want to flip that around.
Oh my God.
It was mildly reported that Mike Tyson had done some things to Robin Givens. But yeah, she was on that. She was on that Head of the Class show. She's real cute.
Very
pretty sharp too. Like when I've seen her on things, and seems like a smart woman.
And she's in the cinematic classic comedy. What was it?
Rage in Harlem.
Blank Man.
Oh God, Blank Man, with Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Where they were trying to make a handyman movie from the sketches that they did on
In Living Color.
In Living Color. But they're like, oh, I don't think we can. Like, even back in 1994, they're like, I don't think we can make a movie about someone that's a special needs superhero.
What was the Robert Townsend superhero movie?
That was Meteor Man.
Meteor Man. That was on the shelves at my Blockbuster Video. I remember that. Meteor. Because I always loved Robert Townsend, but I always thought he was so crazy underrated. Meteor Man. Hey, boy. Okay, I'm going to break. And next chance for you to grab some money is on the way at 6:30. So listen for that next keyword. Every one of these counts because it's the last week to try to win some money. So 6:30 and go fund yourself. You want to get the last word in, shoot me a text, 35192, and we'll be back.
This is the Alan Cox Show.